Have you ever noticed someone completely change their attitude the moment they realize you've uncovered the truth about them? It could be a friend, a colleague, or even a family member, someone who suddenly constructs a facade, trying to manipulate or sway you to protect their own interests. They might leave you questioning yourself, feeling isolated, or even wondering, am I overreacting? That unease isn't random. It's your instincts signaling that you're dealing with someone whose intentions may not be as genuine as they seem. But how do we identify and rise above their cunning tactics while maintaining our inner peace? Today, through the lens of Stoic philosophy, I'll guide you through the deceptive behaviors that manipulative people often exhibit when they realize you've seen through their facade. These aren't just warning signs to recognize. They're also opportunities to safeguard yourself from manipulation, deceit, and toxic energy. Together, let's uncover these truths and use them as stepping stones to build an unshakable inner strength. Don't let toxic individuals rob you of the confidence and peace you rightfully deserve. What I'm sharing today is drawn from real experiences, distilled into valuable lessons to empower you. So, stay focused and don't miss a single moment of this video. They construct a new reputation. When someone with ill intentions realizes you've uncovered their true nature, their first instinct is often not to apologize or make amends, but to reinvent themselves. They meticulously craft a new version of their image, one that distances them from the truth you've uncovered. This new reputation is designed not only to confuse you, but also to protect their influence over others. This isn't just an impulsive reaction. It's a strategic move driven by fear. They understand that perception is everything. If people begin to see them for who they truly are, they risk losing power and control. So, they go into damage control mode, painting themselves as misunderstood, reformed, or even as a victim of unfair judgment. They may blame circumstances, their past, or even you for misinterpreting them. Imagine a coworker who has been manipulating others to take credit for their ideas. When confronted, they don't admit fault. Instead, they start openly supporting team efforts, volunteering for tasks, and offering praise to colleagues. To those unaware of their past, this sudden transformation might seem like genuine personal growth. But for you, who have seen the patterns, it's difficult to overlook the dissonance between their past and their present. They may go further, trying to undermine your credibility in subtle ways. They might spread the narrative that you are paranoid or overreacting, planting seeds of doubt in the minds of others. They frame their transformation as an act of redemption, subtly painting you as someone unwilling to forgive. Over time, this could lead to a distorted version of events, where they are the victim and you are the aggressor. Additionally, they might actively seek to rewrite history. They may insist that past conflicts were mere misunderstandings, attempting to erase the real harm they've caused. This tactic is particularly dangerous because it preys on your desire to be fair-minded and reasonable. If you're not careful, you may find yourself second-guessing your recollections, wondering if you've been too harsh in your assessment of their character. Another method they employ is aligning themselves with influential figures. They may ingratiate themselves with respected colleagues, mentors, or social groups in an effort to bolster their new reputation. By surrounding themselves with people who have positive reputations, they attempt to validate their transformation and create a buffer against those who know the truth about them. The key to seeing through this facade is patience. Stoicism teaches us that people reveal their true selves over time, and no amount of carefully curated public behavior can mask consistent patterns of manipulation. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others when you do not refer your thoughts to some object of common utility. This means that instead of becoming consumed with their false narratives, we should focus on what is practical, what is beneficial, and what is true. A truly reformed person does not need to constantly convince others of their growth. Real change is demonstrated through consistent, humble actions, not grand proclamations or public displays. When you encounter someone who seems overly eager to showcase their transformation, be wary. Pay attention not just to what they say, but to how they act when they think no one is watching. Another sign of a calculated reinvention is an excessive emphasis on victimhood. While it's natural for people to experience hardship, some manipulative individuals weaponize their struggles as a way to evade accountability. They may craft a narrative in which they were misunderstood, mistreated, or unfairly judged, shifting the focus away from their past misdeeds and onto the supposed injustices they have suffered. This tactic serves to garner sympathy while simultaneously discrediting those who might speak out against them. Here, it is important to remind yourself of a fundamental Stoic principle. Focus on what you can control. You cannot prevent others from fabricating stories or misleading those around them. What you can do is remain steadfast in your own understanding of the truth. As Seneca wisely advised, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Don't allow yourself to be tormented by what others might believe. Trust that in time, reality will prevail. Finally, remember that you don't have to expose or confront them. Sometimes the best course of action is simply to step back, observe, and let their actions speak for themselves. People who spend their energy manipulating narratives rather than engaging in genuine self-improvement will eventually reveal their true nature. Your role is not to control how others see them, but to maintain your own clarity, integrity, and peace of mind. They only show up when they need something. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to appear in your life only when they need something from you? At first, it might feel like they value your presence, but over time, a pattern emerges. They are nowhere to be found when you need support. However, as soon as they require help, they reappear, ready to lean on your kindness. This behavior is one of the clearest signs of someone whose intentions are self-serving. When they realize you've uncovered their nature, their presence becomes even more calculated. Their goal isn't to build mutual respect or genuine connection, but to extract what they need. Take, for example, a friend who frequently reaches out to you for advice or assistance. Maybe they call you in times of crisis or when they need help navigating a problem. You give your time, energy, and empathy, believing that this is what friendship entails. Yet, when you face challenges or need their support, they're mysteriously unavailable. They offer excuses, claim to be too busy, or simply disappear. Over time, you realize the relationship is one-sided. Manipulative people often exploit your natural inclination to be helpful. They know that you feel an obligation to be kind and supportive, and they take advantage of that. They never reciprocate the energy you invest in them. And when you finally set boundaries, they may react with surprise or even anger, making you feel guilty for standing up for yourself. Stoic philosophy provides a lens through which to understand and respond to this behavior. Marcus Aurelius offers a powerful reminder in Meditations. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Instead of investing energy in relationships that drain you, focus on embodying the principles of kindness and integrity in a way that preserves your inner peace. When malicious individuals realize you've uncovered their true nature, their reactions follow a predictable pattern. First, they may try to reinvent their reputation, crafting a new narrative to confuse you and others. They might only show up when they stand to gain something or manipulate your emotions, exploiting your kindness to regain control. They create discomfort through negative energy, resort to lies, or pretend ignorance. At times, they escalate to aggression or threats. Finally, they seek to isolate you. But Stoicism doesn't teach us to avoid or attack evil. It teaches us to face it with composure and intellect. By identifying these tactics, you protect your peace, maintain clarity, and refuse to let manipulation dictate your actions. Remember, no one can take away your inner peace unless you allow them to.